Hey viewers, welcome to another game as a casual pro gamer. Today we're doing game 3 of the third place finals match of, well, IEM Kiev. As you might have already glanced from the title. Anyway, if you haven't seen the other two yet, or if you want to watch the semi-finals first or whatever, go now, because we are going to spoil it for you in just a few seconds. So if you are still here, I'm assuming you want to see this, and we are going into game 3 right now. So it is, once again, obviously SK versus Dignitas, and yeah, this time a completely different team composition. Maokai still in the jungle, and there is still a Graves and a Morgana in the game. And, well, I guess Irelia is also still in the game, but all of the other champions kind of switched. We have a support Nunu this time, and we have Soraka Vayne. We have a Skarner jungle, and a Kassadin versus Morgana in mid. So this is going to be, well, different, which is fun, because I like it when they play different compositions. Getting the same champions every game is kind of, well, annoying, to be honest, to watch the same match over and over. And with 91 champions to choose from, it's really sad to see there are only like 20 of them that are really tournament worthy. Those are the ones that are either really good, really versatile in what they can do, or they're just playing too powerful for this game. So anyway, once again, Irelia top. Yeah, we've seen her lose virtually every game this tournament, which is kind of sad to see. Bottom lane is going to be Graves once again, as I said, this time with Nunu support. And Graves has been winning virtually every game, so I'm going to call it right now, and SK is going to win this. No, I have no idea, to be honest. I haven't seen this one yet, so I haven't seen the end result, so I don't know, so just ignore that. But it is true that Graves has won virtually everything, because currently he's just super overpowered. And Irelia has lost everything, and even though she has lost virtually every match she's been in, she has been picked consistently throughout this tournament, and that is quite surprising. So between Kassadin and Morgana, to be honest, I have no idea anymore. Kassadin got nerfed a couple of patches ago, and they increased the ultimate length. Well, no, the cooldown of the ultimate by 1 second, which doesn't seem to be a big deal, but it is in fact a really big deal. The ultimate was what made you so flexible in the late game. It made that you could go in, do damage, and go out. And yeah, with 1 second delay, I mean, everyone knows how much 1 second is in this game. So I wonder why they just didn't do like half a second there. Or, well, something like that. I mean, half a second is a way better measure for the time in this game than, well, a full second. Because this game is all about, well, half seconds and even less. If you can get a stun of 2 seconds, then someone is dead. So if you delay the retreat of someone by 1 second, yeah, you're pretty much half dead anyway if you're overextending a little. So I think Kassadin will be played differently from what he normally is, and as we can see here, even though they nerfed the Kali a couple of patches ago, she apparently can still push like a madman. And yeah, that is quite surprising to see. Well, not surprising that she can push, but that she actually does push. Because against Irelia, she is... yeah, she's not too strong normally. Depends on the playstyle, obviously. Akali is really based on skill. The better you are with her, the more you can do with her. and that is great. Same goes for well, Canon and Cassiopeia. Those kind of champions. They are really skill based. You can get a lot more done with them if you play them a lot more, and if you learn to use them to their fullest possible capacity. And well, we will have to keep an eye on that. Currently it is 20 minions for Irelia against 20 for Akali, so although she has been pushing to the turret, Irelia can pretty much last hit perfectly versus the turret as long as she has some mana available. And yeah, well, that is going to make up for the fact that Akali is a great pusher. So yeah, I would like to see a little more of bottom lane, because Nunu support, and we see Irelia pushing in this time, but is there a jungler coming to help out here? It seems that they are otherwise engaged, and Skarner is the jungler that belongs to Irelia, so I wonder how the bottom lane is doing, because support Nunu is, we've heard a lot about it, we've seen it in some tournaments, but we haven't really seen a lot of footage from it, because normally, like in this case, they focus on other lanes, while we would like to see how that actually works. It seems he is full mana, which is not a good thing to have, because that means that he hasn't been harassing at all. And he hasn't been able to do anything, because all of his tricks basically cost mana, and if he's full mana, then that means that he hasn't been harassing. So one of the golems going to Vayne here, because well, Fat Vayne is game over, and that might exactly be their tactic here, because if they can get Vayne the double golems every time, then yeah, she is going to be more fed than the Graves, and even though Graves is excellent in, well, the entire game basically, he can still lose to a fed Vayne. But I think Vayne is still, well, or that Graves is still superior to Vayne, even though Vayne late game is awesome. She can wipe out the whole team, and that's just what she does. But for now, Graves is pushing, and it seems that the combination works pretty well. The combination of Graves plus Nunu. Nunu has been doing some harassment now because, well, he did lose some mana there. And actually a 500 gold difference here for the purple team. And I'm not sure who caused that. Vayne 52 versus Graves 54, so not there. The junglers are both at about 35. The mid lane is 39 versus 55, so there's your gold difference. Morgana picking up a lot more last hits than Kassadin. And yeah, I'm not sure if Kassadin can actually keep up with the tormented soil, because he is of course a melee champion and doesn't really have the abilities to get all the last hits. He does have quite a bit of trouble there. Oh, nice kill there. It's a shame that we didn't get to see it, but it does seem that it was a very close fight. Irelia dying with Akali, well, one turret shot from away from being killed, and Akali doing a good job of getting out of that. Obviously, that's I think the 50th kill we missed, because, well, the camera people just aren't very familiar with when a situation is going to be, well, a problem for one of the champions. And we see ganks coming off from both teams here simultaneously, and yeah, and Nunu ultimate, I'm pretty sure it didn't go all the way off. Oh wow, pink ward in the bottom brush to make sure that the enemy has no vision of where Nunu is. assuming that is Nunu's ward. It may also be... No, it's actually a ward on from the Soraka. Soraka started off with a pink ward, but still has one, so I wonder if she had two, or if she bought another one in the meantime. Because it did time out now, so I cannot see anymore whose ward it was. It seemed to be blue, so... But it is a really good deal if you can get a pink ward there while Ndunu is in that bush, because he can threaten to do a whole lot of damage if the enemy cannot see where he is. Anyhow, Morgana doing a bit of damage there on Kassadin, and so far, yeah, she has been dominating that lane. It's now 60 to 74, so the difference is not that high anymore, well, percentage-wise anyway. And that may actually be the saving of Kassadin. It may be that he just needs to level up his skill a bit more to be able to farm better. Let me check on top lane. It's now 49 to 65, so yeah, definitely an advantage to Akali there. But yeah, she has been really aggressive and can keep up with the amount of damage that Irelia has. But as I said, Irelia hasn't been doing great this tournament, so she may just be the wrong pick for in general for this tournament. And we see the Skarner coming in to the top lane, but he didn't get anything done. Everyone just retreated and it was okay, even though he didn't eat oranges. So we see Kassadin coming in to try to prevent this dragon from going down, but since he has no vision at all over what is happening, the purple team is going to pick up that first dragon. And oh wow, nice damage going off from Akali, and going to immediately kill the Irelia. No chance for Irelia to do anything there. And yeah, that's just the way Akali works. Really powerful in as a burst damage dealer. Yeah, and the Skarner now coming in to pick up these last hits, but he might also die. I don't know how many stacks the Akali still had. Well, she used 3, but gets 1 back for the kill, and then probably already stacked 1 more because of the time that had passed. But with 3 stacks, she would have gotten the kill on that. And obviously the spell vamp being way too powerful on Akali. Akali already gets spell vamp from her innate ability, the dual disciplines or twin disciplines or whatever they're called. Yeah, and it's not going to get any better when spell vamp is so underpriced like it is now. Oh, she is going to get a slow there on one of the items. Well, a targeted slow, I guess. And yeah, she is going to go for the, what's it called? I want to say Rage Blade, but that's not it. It's the Gunblade. I don't know what else it says, but it's something Gunblade. Hextech, that's it. The Hextech Gunblade, and actually picking up the Cutlass first here, which has an activation of slowing your enemy and doing some damage, the same as the Hextech Gunblade has. And with the with that, she is going to slow down the enemy and going to do even more damage to them because they cannot get away. And normally she has to use the stacks on the ultimate to catch up with someone who is running away. But in this case, not so much, because she can just keep auto-attacking them a few times more, and then when they get too far away, she can just jump after them with her ultimate and do exactly the same thing as long as they keep getting slowed. So I'm pretty sure she will pick up some more slow after this. But yeah, well, it depends on who she's up against. Obviously, against Irelia, the slows don't work at all in the team fights. But for now, So for this moment, it is a good deal, and Skarner is a little lost, it seems. And we get a pause. I'm not sure how long this pause is going to take, so I'm going to fast forward a little bit. So we're at 2:34. Just forwarding. Oh my god, how long is this pause? Seems we're going for it right now. Yeah, I have the sound turned off just as well as you have at the moment. But it did seem they were going for it, but apparently I was wrong. So we're at 2:44 now. So that's a 10-minute pause. That is very long. And with the new YouTube, it's so annoying to scroll through this video. Because they made this very nice new feature of showing you whatever it is that they're showing. I have no idea why. Because it's just annoying. Anyway, we're going to go even further ahead. It's already a 15-minute pause. I have no idea what's happening here. Oh, there we go. Hang on, let me rewind a little bit. And yeah, come on. This is probably due to some error that is in the League of Legends client, so probably someone disconnecting or something like that. It has been going on like that all tournament, every tournament. And Vayne is actually getting killed. Was this actually where we were? Well, whatever. Don't know what I was talking about earlier, so we're just going to go into the game. It is 0-3 now for the Dignitas team, and they are ahead by about 3.5k gold, which is a big deal considering that the other team only has 15k. So that's about 20%, a little more. Yeah, Soraka last hitting versus the turret. Yeah, that is fun. That is not going to work at all, obviously. And that's why Graves is just going to push the next wave in there. And Soraka is doing her best to get the last hits off. And wow, the stun from Irelia almost enough to stop the onslaught, but not entirely enough. The Bilgewater Cutlass was just a little bit too much, and that was exactly what I was talking about before. If she can get the slow off, she can get a little more damage done, because, well, that's just the way it works. If you can slow your enemies, you can stay in their vicinity a little bit more, you can do a few extra attacks, and that is just going to cost you the kill, well, give you the kill, I guess. And Irelia now at 0-3 and losing a lot of minions. 78 versus 107, so 30 minions behind already, which is about 50% of what she has. And we have seen worse, so it's not the worst score in we've seen, but we've seen basically people at 50% of their opponents, quite often actually. And a huge gang coming in here with 4 guys, and yeah, there's the jungler for the purple team coming in, and he is going to grab someone, I'm assuming. Oh, or not. He's just going to walk with the rest. I was assuming he would grab Vayne or something like that in order to do some damage. Yeah, he is going to grab Kassadin here, but Kassadin going all the way, or well, rift walking all the way across, and yeah, well, he does get killed anyway, and a full ace on that. That is an amazing job by the whole team. or by the whole team. It's not even the whole team. Akali wasn't even near this. So the 4v5 fight, even though the blue team did engage this fight, they completely lost it. So not a good job on their team, on their behalf, no, on their side. I don't know. They didn't do a good job. Let's call it that. Anyhow, they are going to be able to, yeah, probably do a dragon here if it's up. Yep, it is up. And that will be the second dragon they get. And obviously that is going to give them another 1000 gold. And 1000 gold extra, it can never hurt you. There we go. Picking that up. And yeah, Irelia now in top lane. Continuing to farm, trying to keep up with the farm from Akali. She's now behind by 90 to 130. So that's 40 minions behind now. And even though, yeah, it is not like the worst ever, it is definitely not good to start off 0-4 on your top lane. And Akali getting double buff here. That is so strong. Because she can already spam her skills, and it is going to be even worse with these kind of things going on. Yeah, so 0 kills still on the SK team, 10 kills on the Dignitas team, and I think, yeah, I think they got this. I'm not sure, of course. I mean, they're 10k gold ahead, which is 50% of SK's gold. And yeah, I just have the feeling that that's a good deal. Now, this is probably over. Unless they make a big mistake, which we've seen before, but not by the team that was behind, or that was ahead. We've seen people just make big mistakes in this tournament. I mean, obviously that fight in the bottom lane was kinda a mistake because they didn't have wards out. They didn't see that the entire team was there, and they engaged on the enemy. So the blue team engaged on the purple team, trying to get some damage done, and to get some kills, but they didn't realize that the whole enemy team was there. A nice Nunu ultimate, catching 3 guys, almost killing all 3 of them, and oh wow, Graves getting killed for no good reason. But yeah, well, eventually they do get. I think that's 3, yep, 3-1, and they're not going to get Vayne and the other guy. Although Akali is now there, and Akali doesn't really care. Akali is just going to kill both of them and run out at almost full health. So I guess, yeah, Spell Vamp a little bit too powerful. Akali in general a little bit overpowered, I would say, but Spell Vamp on Akali is really ridiculous. She now has the Hextech Gunblade, and did use it to, I think, kill Vayne there. I would assume she wouldn't have used it on the almost dead Skarner, but she might have, I don't know. Anyway, they're going to get a turret and an inhibitor, and this match is going to be really quick, especially compared to the ones that we've seen before this. And we've seen plenty of hour-long matches in the past. It seems that the enemy team just gave up. They're just standing at their summoner platform, not doing anything for the moment. And yeah, they're not even going to stop this. Apparently the game is over at 22 minutes. And finally someone coming out. I'm not sure why the rest isn't coming. But yeah, what's Irelia going to do? See, they're all there. I'm not sure. Giving a kill to Irelia there. And getting another kill. But it's not going to matter at all. So ending up 17-1, because I'm not going to count those last 2 kills. That was, yeah, kind of unsatisfactory. It was kind of a little bit too easy for them to finish that match. But hey, sometimes it goes like that, and Akali apparently, yeah, as I said, a little bit too powerful still. The spell vamp is just ridiculous. You cannot do anything against that because, well, the further it goes into the game, the more items she's going to have anyway. And as long as spell vamp is so underpriced, it's going to result in these kind of games. Obviously, as I said, it requires a lot of skill to play Akali like this. But yeah, well, these guys are professionals, so we kind of expect them to play a little bit better than the average player. Anyway, that's it for now. That's the last match I have to upload still. And did I actually get it right? Hang on. So the team with Akali in it won. So Graves indeed won this game as well, and well, obviously the Irelia lost her game. But yeah, so I call it. Yeah. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. GG.